I am neck deep in what I would call a rut. What this rut feels like is I have this immediate comfort zone that I've been wanting to stay in for the past couple of weeks or so. This desire just to like chill out and vibe and just play some video games, watch some movies, listen to some music, take some walks, just like, you know, like there's no other way to put it than just like vibing. Basically, it's like whenever something is in my life that requires like any ounce of thought or energy or effort outside of that immediate comfort zone, it's just like probably the best word to describe how I've been feeling towards a lot of that stuff is just avoidant. Anything that kind of calls me to step out of this aforementioned comfort zone is just met with a lot of avoidance. I can't even fully elaborate on it because that's just what my brain is doing. It's just going like, nah. Make yourself a good lunch. Nah. Respond to these texts. Nah. Start writing that next video that you were really inspired to write. Nah. Hey, there's a lot of shit on the floor. Why don't we pick it up? Nah. When I actually have to do something, when there is something that I am obligated to do, it turns more into this feeling of just weight. Like I just feel so heavy. Like as a result of that weighted feeling, it just kind of immediately goes into this other feeling of like, oh man, now I really just want to play some like video games and listen to some ambient synths and stuff like that. It's definitely an avoidant thing, but it's not even just like a pacifying kind of feeling. It's like, this is genuinely the most fulfilling thing I could possibly be doing for myself right now. And it's like, yeah, there's a time for video games, there's a time for ambient synths, but that's just kind of been like so much of life for me recently, and it feels really disempowering, I think that's a word, to know that there's like all these other intentions that I want to get out of my life right now while I have the time to, you know, just like really try to be my best self that I can be, and I just feel so stuck in this rut. So that's why I'm making this video. I have to peel back these layers and really figure out like what's going on under the surface, at least as much as I can. Yeah, I literally just got that from the National Grid. This is what we're in for, folks. Our lovely buffalo weather. Astute observers of this channel would know that there is usually a shelf right about here. The other day, it fell down, you know, and honestly, I gotta give it credit for lasting this long on heavy-duty command strips, but, you know, just the act of putting that back up, it just, you know, added to the list of tasks and just little things that feel insurmountable to me, but no longer. Today, I'm kicking myself in the ass to do it. And that being said, I'll get to it eventually. I think a huge thing that I've had to wrestle with in all of this is the idea that more time does not equal more energy. Because, like, you know, I've always struggled with just getting myself to do certain like big things that are unfamiliar to me. I think a lot of people do, and I think a lot of people's rationalization for not doing those things is I just don't have the time. I'm too busy at work, or like I have all these other responsibilities that I have to attend to, kind of thing. I just don't have time to hang up the shelf on the wall. And I'm unemployed right now. I have all the time in the world. Time is less and less becoming a factor for how and when I do things. Like I said in my productivity video, it's just all about energy levels, man. And like I've just been so low on energy levels. I actually think I read about that in a book that's right over there. I thought I'd have more time to enjoy myself if I quit work, but in reality, it wasn't like that. You don't tend to read when you have the whole day to read. People often imagine that they could do something if they had the time, but sometimes you can't have too much time on your hands. I think the conditions for happiness are the luxury of time and the freedom to do what you want. But being totally immersed in time and freedom isn't going to make you happy either. I was kind of half and half on that book. There was some good stuff in it, but also the majority of it is based on this like marshmallow experiment that's supposed to be a mainstay for like reward versus, I don't know, time or something like that. Just out of curiosity. So we were talking a while back about that marshmallow experiment. Do you remember that? Like, what was the deal with that experiment again?
So the marshmallow test, it was a study on delayed gratification. So basically kids were offered either one marshmallow now, or if you wait, you can get another one. The TLDR, I think, is the original marshmallow test, was supposed to prove that your ability to delay gratification and just like wait for things meant that you would have better life outcomes and better educational outcomes and higher SAT scores. But the replication of the study with a much larger sample shows that there actually is no correlation between being able to delay gratification and success. And I'm pretty sure what they found instead was just in general people of lower socioeconomic status and like marginalized race just had lower outcomes of success, like when controlling for everything, and like being able to delay gratification had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think there's still plenty of valid points in that book. I think the insight about time right there is like, you know, a perfectly good example of what I'm going through. But it's also like, I know that like people in a similar situation to me tend to look to those kinds of books, tend to look to pop psychology, or, you know, probably more common dumbass YouTubers like me regurgitating information that they learned from these pop psychology books, and even smaller bite-sized pieces in a way that gets like dumbed down even more, and then like just for that information to not even be fully representative of like what's actually going on. Like, I can tell you from someone who's like living through it right now, I'm desperate for answers. And maybe if you're feeling something similar, maybe you clicked on this video because you're also desperate for answers and just wanted to see like, you know, what a dumbass YouTuber like me has to say about this kind of thing, and, you know, maybe provide some real practical solutions. But I'm getting to a point where I'm like starting to lose the trust in this information that I've given myself over the years through books like that are just like aren't up to date on the research, or are using you know, or like earnestly using research that was just poorly done to begin with. It's like we're all searching for answers for why we're feeling this way, but at the end of the day, maybe you're just feeling this way and you just gotta like live through it, you know? Maybe there is no reason. Maybe this is just how life is. Sometimes. Not all the time. I have gotten into a little hobby of making my own VHS tapes, mostly of modern movies. More specifically, what I'm doing right now is I'm actually making a 4:3 version of this movie. If you remember the old days of home video, most VHSs were cropped to just the 4:3 aspect ratio to fit on that size of a TV. I also really like the 4:3 aspect ratio. I like how tall it makes everything feel. It just feels like, I don't know, I'm putting my own little thumbprints on a movie. It feels like I'm making a song cover. And then just being able to pop it in and watch it, it just like kind of gives that warmth that listening to a vinyl might. It's just nice to have a project that it's like, I don't have to think about the greater implications of it, like a YouTube video. Like, I just get to be in the zone. I just get to be in the moment and do this one thing for me that's only going to be enjoyed by me. You know, this is my happy place. There's nothing else that I could possibly want in the world right now. Makes me even question, like, you know, why am I making this video if I'm, you know, just fortunately feeling like pretty good, all things considered, right now. But then, like, one little thing will pop into my head, like one of those responsibilities or tasks or unmet needs or something like that, and I can feel my brain going right into avoidance mode again, like, which is fine for today. It's a Saturday in a snowstorm. It's perfectly fine to be in my own little world today, but I can't stay here forever. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot of weird things today. Still in that, like, yeah, we're just gonna have a cozy, chill day and just vibe and accept, I think I'm having the Sunday scaries, which is really funny because I literally, like, I don't have a work week. To be perfectly clear, today is a Sunday. I'm not saying that in a metaphorical way. Like things like job hunting, doing YouTube videos, doing chores and life tasks and all of that. Like, you know, I still try to contain to a Monday through Friday, 9 through 5 type schedule. Even though, like, there's no pressure, there's nothing that I have to do. Like, if tomorrow is just the exact same day as today and Saturday, like, I'll be fine. Very logically, it's like, just screw it. Take the day. And yet, here we are. It's ironic that when I am in the middle of something difficult, in the middle of getting my life together, in the middle of just doing the tasks and responsibilities that I need to just keep surviving and living well, that the thought is automatically like, ooh, I just want to shut down. I just want to avoid all of that. I just want to go into this place of comfort that I've reliably set up for myself. And then as soon as we're in this place of comfort, as soon as we're there, as soon as we're doing the thing that we wish that we could be doing, as soon as we give ourselves a damn break for once, all of the thoughts, all of the things that I gotta do, all of the responsibilities just kind of like infiltrate that comforting space. And like, don't get me wrong, I fight it off, and I think I do a better job than I used to with fighting those things off. But just the fact that I have to fight it off to begin with, and like the amount of mental effort it takes to do that and stay in that place of comfort and that place of healing is just so much. And yeah. Here we are again, back in this rut of total avoidance, except I guess today it kind of feels necessary. It feels like I've earned it, if that makes sense. I don't know, no, earned it is kind of a strong word. I feel like I need it. Sitting here right now and just doing this, it feels like I'm making the right choice for my brain after everything yesterday, including the aftermath of it today. I don't even know if I should be mentioning this. I'm probably just going to edit it out, but kind of the other big thing that's been going on as of late is...
Do a barrel roll!
So that's what's going on with that. And it's like, I don't know, I just keep saying, I just keep feeling like how heavy the world feels right now, how heavy just life feels for me right now. And you know what? Like, yeah, maybe it is. Like, maybe some really heavy, difficult stuff is just going on right now. So no, I don't feel bad or guilty about being here in this moment, just trying to bring my brain some peace, just trying to regulate myself. But it's like, what I don't feel good about, what I do genuinely feel concerned about in these moments is like just knowing that I can't stay here forever, that like maybe the world is just going to be really heavy for the rest of my life and there's nothing I can do about it. It's like I keep asking myself, like, when will I stop having excuses, like stop having really good excuses to stay in this like hibernative mentality. Also this looming feeling of life is going to get a lot more complicated. Life is going to get a lot more crazy from here on out. Like, I'm lucky that I'm unemployed. I'm lucky that I have so few responsibilities. Once you throw in the future, like, things that I really do want. Like, you know, once you throw in a job, once you throw in, like, a challenging project, or once you throw in, like, kids or something like that, like, it's like I'm imagining I'm imagining trying to take a day like today to just, you know, be calm and be in a good headspace and, like, you know, throw in a job, throw in, like, kids that you gotta take care of, and it's like, you know, just, oh my god, like, I won't have this option in a couple of years. I won't have this option probably in a couple of months. Not the kids thing, that'll be a couple of years, but I was talking about the job there. Like, there's that weight again, like, just imagining it, that those things are gonna be in my life, like, in the not too distant future. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just weight. Like physically, it's on. I like to come to this park when I need to clear my mind a little bit. Even when it's not good walking weather outside, I still kind of figure, like, just go chill in your car for a little bit, man. Like, and, you know, that's usually still really cathartic for me. That's why I'm here now. I cannot believe how long the snow kept me inside. I don't think I've left the house in 5 days. I've been wondering this whole time, what is it exactly that I am avoiding? Why this whole trend of avoidance altogether? It's becoming more and more clear that I think I just do need that period of rest. That I do need this period of just, for once, just temporarily, things are low stakes. But it's also like the other tension with that, and I think this is the real underlying thing. I think this is the thing that's been on my mind, that's been creating this tension, that has been stopping me from giving myself that rest, is that I do have this period of just like nothing's going on. That this is that moment that, like, I could only dream of years and years ago when I was trying to understand what it takes to make it in, like, the film world and the art world, to have that time to create, have that time to, like, build something for yourself. And I feel like I should be using this time of my life to do something really big and really, like, you know, build up this whatever I want to be doing. I don't know, like, because this might not come again. Life is gonna get crazier from here on out. When I think about my career, it's like thinking back on the last couple of years or so, I wouldn't say I was
burned out. I wouldn't say I was overworking myself or anything, but I will say that there was just a lot of tension, a lot of underlying tension, a lot of invisible tension that it was so subconscious that I'm like still holding on to it. So like I haven't really had a period of my adult life since, I don't know, I guess whatever my last winter break of college was, where I did just get to stop and rest, reset myself and regroup and be in the things that make me feel like me. Likewise to what I was saying earlier, maybe this is also the last time for a long time that I will be able to get that kind of rest by looking at my life and recentering it in this period of time around, like, just rest, just exist. Get the things that you gotta get done in the moment done, and it's okay that your life isn't any bigger than this right now. It won't be like this forever. That's impossible. There are factors outside of your control that are going to push you out of this, and that's okay. I want that, and in the meantime, get that rest. Feel like yourself again. Release the tension of the last couple of years. When I switch that purpose to rest, all those little things that I've been considering as avoidances don't feel that heavy anymore. Like I feel like I'm literally feeling the weight being lifted from my shoulders. It's like a switch from, oh my god, there's so much that I have to do in my life, to these are the things that I'm doing because I'm taking care of myself. Of course, there's still going to be a little bit of anxiety. There's still going to be, that what if. Like, I don't know. And even if I switch my mind out of that rest mindset, I still don't know. So I am okay where I am. I am okay to be in this rut. I can give myself permission to just, like, explore what it is I'm feeling. Explore, like, how I got into this rut in the first place. Explore those insecurities and those tensions that have built up over the last couple of years throughout my entire adult life. And that's just enormously freeing to give myself permission to do that.